Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you my weekly review for this week's episode of Game of Thrones. It was a bit of a wait, too. We had to wait 2 weeks for this weekend's episode. Huge episode that is of Season 4, Episode 8, which was called The Mountain and the Viper. Oh, intense. Alright, good stuff. So, as always, my reviews do contain spoilers. If you guys haven't seen the episode yet, definitely will want to go ahead and, watch it first before you hear this one, because this was a big episode. You know, we've been looking forward to this for a while since we kind of found out that Tyrion was going to have a trial by combat. Readers of the books have, probably been looking forward to seeing the battle play out visually for a very long time. I mean, personally, me, as soon as we met Oberyn, I was really excited to see, the battle, because I knew it was coming up and everything. And to me, it is one of the highlights of Game of Thrones, I think. It's like your ultimate good guy versus bad guy. You know, knowing what the Mountain did to his sister, us finding out about that. We don't really need to have known him for very long. He didn't need to be around from the first season. Once we knew that this was what happened, these are Oberyn's motivations, I mean, man, just getting behind him 100% because of what's happened to him and the type of world this is in Game of Thrones. It's like your classical, vengeance, Game of Thrones type, just revenge of, this person has killed this person unjustly, and it's a common theme of the series and of the books as well too, which is vengeance in a very cruel and unjust world. So with this one here, having that motivation and getting to understand Oberyn's motivations really added to it and really made this one a super epic battle. Well, that, and we kind of knew that the Mountain was just this monster from the first, the first season, the first time we met him. Yeah, they've changed up the actor a few times, but nevertheless, I mean, the new one was great. He does the job. He's huge and everything. And, Oberyn's chick there says, you were fighting that? And it was really, really epic, man. And having her there as well, too, and seeing her reaction, which I didn't get from the books when I read it, was just added to it. It kind of added to the tension of it, that, it kind of showed us that here is this, here is his, I guess, wife or partner, so to speak, and because I'm not sure if they're technically married or not, because she's a bastard or whatever, and it just kind of added to the battle, having her being there at the time, and just everything, man, just really made it super exciting. So getting to see him actually, use his spear, I guess he had two spears, if that's what they're called, because they have a blade on the end, so it's not, I guess it's not exactly a spear. I don't know what you classify it as. You'd have to ask a weapons person, or maybe some of you guys know. But anyway, the point of what I'm saying is that it was just really cool the way he would, he would turn, he would twist, he would counter, he would roll, and man, that was such an epic conclusion. I'm watching the episode through, and I could see the time, and I'm like, man, this episode's almost over. I really hope we don't have to wait till next week to see, the final battle. And I couldn't wait to get all the other stuff over with, to see this. Especially when Jaime and Tyrion are talking about goddamn beetle smashing, their mentally challenged cousin that likes to smash beetles. I was like, oh my god, just get on with it. So it was epic, and compared to the books, I'd say it did live up to my hype, my own personal hype, and how much I was looking forward to it. It did live up to it for me. It was really epic. It was really exciting, and wow, to see it at the end there when he's got him down and he's kind of walking around him, forcing him to say it. I was questioning personally, okay, are they going to change what happened in the books, or are they going to go with it exactly? And it was really close. I would say it was almost exact, of what happened in terms of the death, in terms of everything. The one thing I will say is it did seem a little bit rushed. Now, I know it's a battle, it's a fight, so how much are you going to really, kind of drag it out, that type of thing? But, reading in the books, it was obviously slower, step by step, as he's repeating it to him. And it just felt a little quick for me in terms of the battle. Maybe they could have, I think personally what they could have done with this episode is they could have cut out some of the other stuff or shortened it a little bit. Some of the dialogue can kind of slow down the fight at parts, and made it a little bit longer, like giving it an extra 5 to 10 minutes of tension and right out there before it started and everything, because it kind of, as soon as Tyrion walks out and you're there comes the tension. If you care about Tyrion, at least for me, you've got your heart's like pounding, you're all excited and stuff, and you're tense too. You got that nervous tension because you don't know what's going to happen, or you're just worried about what's going to happen. Personally, I think they could have extended it a little bit and concentrated that a little bit more, and just before it, maybe giving Oberyn something on his way or something like that, just kind of build into that a little bit more, because there was a lot of other stuff in the episode that, to be honest with you, I just wasn't interested in waiting for this. I was like, man, I can't wait to see this. So in terms of my thoughts on the overall battle, it was incredible. I got to watch it again a few more times before I can really let it sink in and give my thoughts on it. Man, that was pretty brutal at the end, though. I got to say that that was brutal, the squish and everything. And aesthetically, it looked good and everything like that. It's just, oh man, oh man, whew. Tense, man. Really, 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 really tense. So I don't know what I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should say I loved it. I don't know if I should say I hated it. I was in awe, all the way through. And definitely the fight itself, I loved. The ending of the fight, I would have liked to see it go a different way. But, this is Game of Thrones. It's pretty realistic to the situation. And oh man, really, really exciting stuff. So definitely was not a disappointment, and it was worth the hype. But I don't think it was shot perfectly based on how epic the storyline was. It was a pretty epic setup for a battle, and I think maybe they could have handled it a little bit more. Not the fight itself. The fight itself was great, but I'm talking about just before it. Seeing them talking about Beatles, and I mean, come on, I mean, you could have that, but I would have liked to see, the mountain kind of get ready, and maybe some theme music could have added to it a little bit. Like some really low theme music. Maybe, seeing Oberyn just preparing, on his way there. So just anything like that to give us that kind of, ramp up to see what we're going to see would have been, I think would have added to it, made it even better. But it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't bad. It was pretty incredible. And the, the counters and everything as he's spinning and twisting and turning and on the ground and back up and around. It was just so quick. I expected it to be a little bit slower and had a little bit more focus, maybe 20 minutes rather than just, what was it, like 8 minutes? Like this huge scene, like 8 minutes, that's it. Definitely they could have extended that a little bit, I think. So that's one thing, but it was still very enjoyable and I loved it. So aside from that, goodbye Oberyn. He was a really cool character in the series, and I'm sure a lot of people will be shocked by the outcome, especially because he had him down and everything, and he's walking around him. And when it just happens, it's like a car crash, and you can't stop watching. But you're not sure what's going to happen, but you don't want to look, but you can't look away. It's a car crash. Oh man, and the reactions and everything too. Wow, just intense, very intense. Loved it. So let me know what you guys think about the battle, of course. In addition to that, I mean, the battle in this episode is going to outshadow everything else in this review. Tyrion's found guilty. Now we'll see what'll happen with him. Is he going to be put to death? Is there something else that's going to happen? I guess we'll see. Don't want to get into that. So anyway, in addition to that, we got to see the wildling attack, which was pretty exciting as well too. We got to see Jon and the others at Castle Black talking about how they're basically facing 100 to 1 odds, essentially. Or wait, sorry, that's not correct. 1,000, basically 1,000 to 1 odds, almost, because they have 102 men and the wildlings have over 100,000. So 1,000 to 1 odds, 1,000 guys for every 1 guy. So nice. We got to see some stuff with Dany. We had Grey Worms snuck a peek, so that was funny. And they're talking about that afterwards too. And then there was, of course, Jorah was found out to have been giving away information about Dany, so she casts him out. That was a pretty touching scene, I want to say. It was good. Yeah, I like that. It was good. It was cool. Then we had, of course, Lord Baelish with Sansa, and I love that scene a lot, where she's, I can't lie, and you don't know what she's going to say, what she's not, and then she ends up protecting him. So that was really good. I really liked how that was handled. I liked the delivery. The actress who played Sansa did an amazing job. I think they really sold that performance. And if I hadn't known any better, she would have convinced me. It was really well done. I like that scene a lot. We had Reek and Ramsay. That was pretty. That was pretty brutal and awesome at the same time. And then, of course, we have Roose Bolton naming him to be his official son now that he's Warden of the North and not just a bastard, so gives him his last name. So that was, I don't know what to say. Do I want to say that was fun? That was good to watch. That was good to see. Ramsay's such an asshole, so... So I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. It wasn't bad, and I guess I liked it. I feel weird saying that because of who Ramsay is, that I like seeing him be happy. I guess I just generally want to see people happy, even if they're kind of assholes. You get what I'm saying? And then there was Arya's scene. They finally get to the Vale, and she starts laughing. She's pretty sure the hounds should have burned off that bite because it's probably become infected, and maybe it's starting to rot, and we'll see what happens with that if he... So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with the hound, too, especially based on the storyline of the books. So we won't get into that for people who don't read them, but... That is, I like the scene because it's funny because Sansa's right there again. Arya right there, but yet she doesn't know, and so that'll be fun to see what happens with them next. I mean, both of them. I love the pair; they're a lot of fun to see. Really funny. I also like the chicken bone line. They've got some great lines between the two of them. So that was a weird reaction, but I thought it was funny. So there's that, and then we got right into the talking about cousin Orson and the Beatles smashing. And why he was smashing beetles, and then the final fight, which I already gave my thoughts on. So in terms of score for this episode, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Now that's because I was pretty hyped for it. It was a 2-week wait. I've been looking forward to it all season. It delivered, but as I said before, the fight didn't give me exactly what I wanted. It was close, and the fight itself was great. But the lead up to it, and I just think it could have been handled a little bit better because the storyline for it was so epic. Personally for me anyway. But let me know what you guys thought about it. What did you think about the end? What did you think about Oberyn losing? Man, brutal. Well, yeah, I guess he did lose, right? The Mountain didn't win, but Oberyn lost. It was his to win. That's one of the sayings in sports people use a lot. The Mountain didn't win, but Oberyn lost. So take it as you will. 9 out of 10 for me. Great episode, but a little, would have hoped for a little bit more with the last scene there, the last part. Just a little bit more. They could have expanded on it, but they didn't. But anyway, not bad, and I'm definitely going to watch it over probably 3-4 times because pretty amazing and intense, man. Very, very intense. So overall, a great episode. The Mountain and the Viper is complete, is over, and that gives us 2 more episodes left for the rest of Game of Thrones. Now, I think, 2 episodes left for this season, 9 and 10. Epic frickin' season, man. Can't wait to see how they wrap this up and the pacing for the last 2 episodes. Really excited for that. Anyway, pretty much all I got to say for this one. Going to go enjoy my birthday. I am 28 today. Today is my birthday. So this was a pretty good present to get for the birthday, the final battle. And I don't know how many more videos I'm going to make tonight. I'll probably make another 1 or 2. It's my birthday, and I'll make YouTube videos if I want to. If you guys like the video, please like it below, thumb it up. If you want to help support the channel, share it, favorite it, and see you guys for the next one. This is Trev saying peace.